Hi guys, welcome to this week's episode. I'm so excited because I'm going to go see my friends play. Stay tuned. Right, so going back to your story, because I think there's some value in your experience, one, and there's some value in some of the information that you now have, which ties in with IAMA.
Yes.
So
after working as a singer myself professionally, and then going into radio and singing, increasingly taking a bit of a back seat. And on that, I've always enjoyed singing, and I can sing, but I am honestly, and I'm not saying this in a self-effacing way, I'm not the strongest or best singer.
Right.
But what I do know, and I just want to say this for singers out there who might be comparing themselves, because that's a big thing in singing.
Massive.
But if you've got things that you can offer that make you easy to work with, like one thing I do, you're going to disagree with me.
Why? I've sung with Loretta before. She's trying to be.
I say this because of the gig we did recently, but I was just about to say one thing I try and make sure to do is I always nail the part and know my part. But the last gig we did, I totally didn't, and Emily totally had my back.
I've always got your back, Loretta. Don't worry about that.
Has my back.
No, but go on.
One of the things that I know that I can do is I'm a good performer, and I will nail my part, and I will be that backbone. Yeah. And that's got me work. And I also try and make sure that I'm always good to work with. Yeah. And just sometimes you can get the booking over the person who's got the amazing voice.
Say it again, Loretta.
If you're difficult to work with, if you're a diva, you might get the job first, but you will not get booked again. And sometimes people will book someone who isn't as talented but can do the job, but they're great to work with.
I've been saying this from time immemorial. If you cannot get yourself together, although you are incredible, you're just not going to get booked, and that's it. The end.
The industry is small. People will talk as well. That's the other thing.
Tell him. Okay, so IAMA.
So
I really wanted to, the reason why I'm asking you about IAMA is because the gig next week is featuring some of my friends.
Yes, some very, very talented friends as well.
Well, if it didn't connected us, I did the same when I left my flat. You and I, all of us here tonight, as Zigfrid von Underbelly, we are connected. Caught by the past, cause the future ain't clear. Believing nothing will last, and disaster is near. I heard a whisper in my ear, a tear fall to the floor. Man, I swear that's all I needed to walk into the war singing. Oh, oh, you flicker and flame, and you whisper in the dark. None of your skis that you leave me.
Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. Rivers running free, you know how I feel. Blossom in the trees, you know how I feel. Listen your dawn, listen your day, listen your life for me.
It's really, in a way, it was a follow-on from being passionate about unsigned artists from my radio show. Yeah. I then, 18 months ago, 2 years ago, started music management for the first time.
I'm very excited about this.
So I started Safe Music Management with the vision to really help artists to reach their full potential. Yeah. So no other industry are you told to train but break your personal best in your first race. An athlete would never be asked to do that, to get gold straight away. They would train and then they would beat their best. But in music these days, it's like, sorry, if you're not good enough, you drop. Yeah. And I love the idea of developing artists.
Well, it used to be that way. It did used to be that way where you'd have room to grow. Yeah.
If your album got to 29, they're like, great, well, next one we'll do this. Now it's like, that was a flop. Yeah. Who says that was a flop? It's true. So that's my personal bugbear. Yeah. So lots of people had asked me to manage them. I'd always said no, and I finally kind of caved in because I realised it's the same as mentoring people, which I love. Yeah. So I started doing that, and then I started working with Bianca Rose, who's a good friend of mine, a hugely talented artist, someone who really knows who she is. And she had an idea about wanting to resource artists. She had a bit of a rant on Facebook about the fact that independent artists work so hard and they have to do all the work themselves, and they don't necessarily have a team, and they've got to find out all this information. And she learnt so much through her journey releasing her music. And she's like, wouldn't it be great if all that was in one place? Sure. And at the same time, while I was developing Safe Music, I was thinking about just wanting to help as many artists as I can. I can only manage so many artists, but having something that could help. I'm always getting asked questions. Everyone who comes on my show asks my advice, and I want to give it. I don't believe in holding back the things I found that work. So together, Bianca and I were talking about this, and we thought about getting together to create this resource and platform that helps independent artists to find out the information they need to further them in their journey. And it's by artists for artists, so learning from other artists as well as industry experts. So that's what it is in a nutshell. And we're launching at the end of this month on the 25th of January.
Yay! Well done! Yes!
So we're nervous, but we're excited.
What are you nervous about?
I think we're nervous about, is this a good idea we've got? Or do independent artists really need this? And we only launched just before Christmas. And the great thing is, every day we had DMs on Twitter, on Instagram saying, thank you for doing this. I've been waiting for someone to do something like this.
Great.
We don't need another thing out there online. We want something that genuinely helps in the right way.
I'll tell you why that is, Loretta, and I'll be honest with you, and this is only because I feel like there has been so much secrecy and so much kind of competition within the industry that people feel like, if I tell this information to all these people, it's going to take away from what I'm doing. And I've realised that people are now cottoning on that is the wrong thing to do.
There's room for everyone.
There's room for everyone, and collaboration is what gets people into a space where they probably wouldn't have been able to get on their own.
Is that we will be the biggest resource out there for an independent artist. Whether you are in your bedroom at 17 just starting I want to be a singer, or whether you've been doing it for 25 years and in your ear people are saying you're past it and you're too old. We want to say, no, you're not, and here's how you can do it. Here's some things that can help you to do it, to tailor make your plan and to get your music out there and to be the artist that you want to be. And yes, it's going to be difficult, but we'll hold your hand. Here's a load of artists you can learn from, and here's a load of industry experts giving you some advice on what works and what can help you.
I love that.
And we hope eventually we want to do some workshop days where people can come and learn and be resourced, as well as the live nights, which are more about showcasing independent artists.
Love that. I love that. Guys, I feel like this woman is like, I didn't know half this stuff, which is making me feel really excited. So if you haven't already found out about IAMA, I'm going to leave all of her information in the description box below, so you can have a look, go on her social media pages, follow, maybe go to some of the gigs and enjoy some independent artists performing, doing their thing. The reason why I really love the fact that collaboration works is because with all of us spreading the word, more people get to know about amazing music and amazing artists that previously may not have gotten the exposure that they needed. And I'm all about, and in this space also is all about making sure that people get access to good music and just learning about stuff that they probably wouldn't have known had people like you and I who work in the industry day in, day out, seeing things and creating an environment that's honest and real for people who probably wouldn't have a clue.
Yes.
Loretta, I can't thank you enough for talking to me and sharing your story.
Thank you. I could talk about this all
babes,
day.
I really wish that we could sit and talk about this like for hours. But I know you guys probably need some bite-sized information. So we're gonna break it up. But I can't wait for this to really kick out and head out into the space because we need it.
Thank you.
I'm embarking on my journey at the very beginning. I'm starting to write music, I'm starting to do stuff. And to be honest, a bit of fun, but I also realise that people who have been doing this like for years, this is like a real, like a labour of love.
Yeah.
For me, it's a labour of love, but it's kind of a bit of fun at the same time. So yeah, I really appreciate you coming. Make sure you check out IAMA. All the information and social media handles will be in the description box. I love you so much.
Thank you, lovely.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you loved it just as much as I did. I'm like a super fan. of all of them. Yes. So hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all our videos. I'm also going to post their social media information in the description box below. So if you want to follow them or find out more about the artists that have appeared in today's vlog, please do. And we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Snapchat, we're on Instagram, we're on Google+, everywhere, guys. And I should invent a social media platform just so I can add it to that list. So make sure you stay up to date with what we're doing. All that remains for me to say is goodbye.